one, if you're struggling to find clients, you're feeling stuck in your business, or you're wondering why your brand just isn't attracting the right people, then this video is for you. Today, I'm breaking down exactly where to find clients who are ready to invest in you. And if you're looking for hands-on guidance to truly elevate your brand, I have something special for you. My Elevate You Intensive is here to help. But before we hop into that, let's talk a little bit about strategy. Here's the real challenge. When business owners and entrepreneurs start their businesses, they are faced with a harsh reality. Clients just don't show up. And so we do all the things, right? We post on social media, we tell people about our business, we tell our friends and family. And we expect them to come running in. We expect them to say, oh, you know what? I got 10 referrals for you. Or let me go ahead and pay you for your products and your services. That's not always the case. Some family members will definitely go out of their way to help you. I have several family members that I can count on one hand that have always supported me, always been there for me, always had my back, no matter what I was selling, what I was doing. And you want people like that in your business that's going to root for you from the sidelines. They're going to tell everybody about your brand and your business. But I got to show you how to get there, because it's not always easy. It's not easy to find those people. And sometimes trying to figure out where they are takes a toll on you and your business. And that's what causes a lot of people to give up. So the second biggest challenge is people not knowing where to find their clients. They assume that just because they launch their businesses, that people will automatically come. That's not the case. You have to position yourself in the right places, spaces, right strategy in mind, and the right mindset. You have to get around people that have your best interests at heart. And let me just give you guys a quick little story time. So yesterday I went out doing a ton of networking like I always do, but this time it was more intentional. It was more engaging, and I was very intentional, and I'm going to say intentional again about 3 more times in this sentence, but I was very intentional about where I was going, where I was networking, where I was marketing, and who I was talking to. So I ended up stopping by this law firm yesterday, just having, because you know what, to be honest with you, a lot of people just want to have conversation. And so I ended up talking to this guy, and unbeknownst to me, this guy was the owner of the building. And so we were talking about spaces and things like that. And I was telling him, my plans, my vision. And he was, giving me so much valuable information. Like, this guy was telling me stuff that I had to be in the inner circle to find out. So sometimes people just want to talk. They just want to have a good conversation. But anyway, long story short, I ended up making a new friend, making a new connection, and putting myself in a position to win even bigger than I did when I walked in the room. So with that being said, like I said, make sure you're putting yourself in places and spaces that's going to not only serve you, but help you, your business, and your brand to go to the next level. Let's go ahead and keep moving. So that's exactly what I teach in the Elevate You Intensive. I help women entrepreneurs and professionals to step into their brand with confidence, clarity, and strategy. But before we dive into that, let's go over some key things, key takeaways that you can start doing today to help you start finding the right clients. Number one, when you go on social media, you want to go on social media and stand up and out. I don't want you just on there posting, because you have to go beyond just posting. You have to engage. You have to connect. You have to create content that speaks directly to the needs of your clients, your ideal clients. Instagram, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, and communities are gold mines if you use them strategically. So I know a lot of people, they have, things to say about the groups. Here's the thing. You can get in good groups that are good for you, and you can get in groups that are horrible for you and your brand. So make sure you're being intentional about getting in the right groups, and make sure you're being strategically aligned with making sure that that group is sharing the same vision as you for your brand. So you don't want to get into groups that are not good for you, groups that are not supportive of your vision, because you can be invited into, I have been invited into a ton of groups, and I'm telling you, the first thing I do is I go and check out the group. What are they standing for? What are they doing? What are they posting? What is their mission? Because if you're doing a mission where it's it's almost like a in-person networking, online networking thing, where people's like grab people, like when you go to networking events and you have all of these people saying, oh, give me your card, give me your card, give me your card, but there's no substance. Those are the ones you want to stay away from. you have to be in alignment with them. They need to be in alignment with you, because if not, it's going to be a complete disaster. I have seen groups that had a ton of people that would have been great clients for me, but the alignment was off and it would have never worked. It would have been a disaster for me. So just make sure that you are being very, very, very cautious when you get in these groups, when you start posting in these groups. And because I see it all the time in the groups that people are asking for photographers, like before the people can get out of posting the comment good, you have 40, 50 people in the group saying, oh, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. You haven't read the post, you don't know exactly what they're looking for, but you're jumping at the opportunity, and it's almost giving a little bit desperate. And so if you put yourself in a position where you're going to feel like you're desperate, for the business, for the work, people smell that immediately. So don't worry about being the first one to post on the post when people are asking for your products and services. Get to know them, have a sidebar conversation with them, and see if you even align, because you may not even align with what they're asking of you. So just be very intentional when be very intentional when it comes to that. Next thing, networking with purpose. So if you guys don't know, I do have a networking group now that I am forming and I am building and I am growing, and I would love for you, if you are an established professional woman in business, whether you are executive leadership, any type of director, people like that, people that are looking to enhance their personal brands, people that are looking to grow their businesses. If that is the bill that fits you, I want you to go ahead and DM me the word society, so that we can have a conversation about it, because there is an application process. And I only want people that are serious about growth, people that are serious about growing, and people that are serious about, collaborating with people and doing business. Because if you get in the right rooms, you can grow your business exponentially. And I want that for every single person that has the opportunity to hear my voice. And it doesn't matter where you are in the United States, in the world, obviously, because I have people all over the world that partner with me. So it doesn't matter where you live. If you are about the mission of your business and getting your business out there with the right people, the right women, then definitely see me in the inbox with the word society. Okay, so your next client should be in your room. It should be in the room that you're going in, the rooms that you are planning to go when you're going to network, attending events, joining local or national professional groups, and start building your real relationships. It's more than just going to a networking event and feeling like it's a card grab, or you have to do all of these things to be in this group, because I don't want you guys to feel like just because you go to networking groups and networking events that you're going to get clients. It does not work like that. And a lot of times when you see a lot of people in some of these groups, like they're just seat fillers. If they didn't have to pay, you would notice a significant difference in groups that people have to pay for versus the ones that people are able to go for free. I've noticed that in my own event. So if I had an event and I asked people to pay whatever the dollar amount was, I saw a different caliber of people. If I had free events, I had people that were there to just soak up knowledge, and they weren't good for the community. And I don't want that for you guys. And I want you guys to just be mindful of where you're spending your time. And like the nice gentleman yesterday told me, be mindful of the rooms that you're stepping in, the people you're connected with, because the right people will definitely find you if you're in the right place. Let's go ahead and move on. So you never know who might refer you or book your services when you're in the right places and spaces. So I also want to tell you guys about referrals and partnerships. So if you have been following me any amount of time, you know I have an Elevate Your Brand society. I have the VIP brand ambassador program for my photography business. So we have referrals and partnerships, and I pay my people for referrals. So I don't know what other people are doing, but I appreciate anybody that sends referrals to me, and I do pay them handsomely. So if you work with even one client, you can ask for a referral if you did a good job. Now, if you did a horrible job, do not go over there asking them people for no referral, because they will 100% let you know that you are not the person that they want to refer to their family and friends. So you can also find businesses that align with yours and create collaborations that benefit the both of you. So I have makeup artists on my team. I have people on my team that I work with, not just here in the States, but again, outside of the country. And we refer each other. So what I want you guys to know is, just because people will say that they will tell somebody about you, until you see it, until they start sending you quality referrals and quality partnerships, don't even waste your time with it. Like, seriously, do not get in a situation where it's a one-way street, because I've been there too. I've had people that I partnered with and it was all about them. Every time I got paid, they got paid. But when they were out doing things with other people, other artists, they didn't think about me. And so I don't want that for you. I have such a big and giving heart, and I try to give back to people as much as I can, and I try to help everybody I can, and sometimes to my own detriment. But make sure you're getting in partnerships and collaborations with people that see you, they value you, and they want to do business with you. And they don't mind telling people who you are and what you do. Also, Google and local SEO. So I can't stress this enough. If you have not created your Google My Business profile, make sure you go ahead and do that. If you serve local clients, Google My Business is a great place to start, because people are going to start searching for what you have to offer. Not going to start. They are already searching for what you have to offer. They are already searching for your keywords. So make sure that you are intentional with your keywords, and make sure that you are putting everything that you do, and be explicit when it comes to it. Like, don't leave anything to chance. Don't just say, if you have, and I'm just throwing this profession out there, just say you have a dog grooming service, right? And you want to let people know that not only do you groom animals, but you come to their house. Maybe you have a mobile service, and maybe you give the little girl hair bows, or maybe you give the little boy dogs bandanas. Like, those small little touches right there, you would be surprised how many people will really want to do business with you, because you're taking the service up a notch. Okay, so show up when people are searching for you and your service. And I also want you guys to think about intentional outreach. Don't be afraid to reach out, but do it with value. So when you're reaching out to people and you're asking them to do business with you, make sure that you are trying to build real connections. And before you ask them to send you people, before you start asking them to give you money, before you start asking them to tell somebody else about you, build a real connection, because I promise you it will go a long way. In my networking yesterday, I literally went to 4 places yesterday, and one of the places I went to, I ended up connecting with a great business partner. Yes, great business partner. The next person, and she referred me to 2 other ladies that were in a salon next door to her. So I talked to them. They was like, "Oh yeah, Angelia, we'll be happy to tell people about who you are and what you do," because I went in there with value, and I network seriously. Like, I don't go in there playing around saying, "Oh, just tell people about who I am." Like, give me some of your cards. Let's talk about what you do. How can I send you clients? What type of clients are you looking for? So always, always, always lead with value. And now, before we hop into, before we end the video, I want to go ahead and tell you guys about Elevate You. It's the solution for women entrepreneurs and professionals. Now, I know everything that I'm telling you, it can be extremely overwhelming, because if you haven't been networking, if you haven't set up your business profile, if you haven't put yourself out there, to get the clients that you want, or showing up in the places and spaces that your people are, it's going to be overwhelming for you. But that's why I created the Elevate You 4-week intensive, and it's designed to help you to gain clarity, build confidence, and position yourself for success. So I know what you're saying, "Angelia, we don't want to be coached. We don't want another course. We don't want any of that." But let me just tell you something. First of all, this is not just another course. It's a hands-on experience where I guide you through mindset shifts, strategic brand building, and business elevation, so you can stop struggling and start attracting the right clients. Because I don't want people that come to me for my experience to get to a place where they feel like they can't grow. And for me, I see a lot of that in the industry, where people, it's like a money grab, and people will invite you into, their offer, and then after that you don't hear from them, or you don't have access to them. And that's why I have to really, really give kudos where kudos is due. My good friend and mentor, well, one of them, I have several. And if you are serious about building your brand, you should have several mentors as well, but make sure they're leading you in the right direction. I have to give kudos where kudos is due with Kendra. Kendra J. Lewis is one of my mentors, and I say that proudly because one thing I can say about her, she's intentional. She cares about the people that she does business with, whether she builds out an entire strategy for you or she shows you how to sell to corporate, whatever that looks like. Whatever the offer is, I can guarantee you nobody is going to go harder for you than this woman. That's all I'm going to say on that, because I get on my soapbox and y'all know how I do. But anyway, if you're ready to get unstuck and you're ready to take your brand to the next level, this is your opportunity. I want you to DM me. DM me the word society. And I want you to use this opportunity to not only build your brand, but to stand up and show out in it. If you want the elevated, if you want Elevate You, DM me the words Elevate You. If you want the Elevated Brand Society, which is my networking group, go ahead and DM me the word Society. So the doors are open, but spaces are limited. There's only one of me, and I don't believe in doing a cattle call. I want people that are intentional, people that are serious, and people that want to move to the next level in their business. So if this is you, make sure you reach out to me immediately. And yes, it is affordable. I have mastermind prices for things that are mastermind, but this is a 4-week intensive. It's totally different. So you literally can join for less than you would pay if you had to catch a flight to Dubai. All right. So listen up. The clients are out there, but you have to show up the right way in the right places and in the right spaces with the right strategy and the right energy. Don't go in there being, as my other mentor Sue says, don't go in there with stinky energy, because people are going to smell that a mile away. Which one of these strategies will you implement first? I want you to drop a comment below and tell me. And if you're serious about really elevating your brand and finally getting your brand in alignment with your message, then I want to see you and get you enrolled in Elevate You. Now, before we wrap, I do want to tell you that I will be doing a free webinar on Saturday morning. This Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you are interested in coming to that webinar, where we will talk about how to go from hidden to a powerhouse digitally, I want you to go ahead and DM me the word, let me see, what are we going to use for that? Hidden gem. So if you DM me the word hidden gem, I'll get you the link for the webinar on Saturday, which is free. And if you're ready, and you know you're ready to elevate your brand with a 4-week intensive, go ahead and DM me Elevate You. So with that being said, go ahead and have an amazing day. And until next time, I love you guys so very much. Keep elevating. I'll see you soon. Bye.